Welcome to another episode of Bloom with Ansa. Today's topic is so close to my heart. It's about getting in touch with your soul, with your higher self, and getting to know what is your purpose in life. In order to live a holistic life, I believe it is super important for each and every one of us to understand what is our soul's purpose and what are we supposed to do in this lifetime. How do you get in touch with that higher purpose and how do you figure it out on a day-to-day basis? We can get lost, but at the same time, we have the opportunities to get back on the track and explore what our soul really wants in this lifetime on this planet Earth. This is the conversation that I am going to embark on with my today's guest, Ric Kroll. Ric Kroll, thank you so much for taking the time to have this episode. And at some point, I would love to mention the story about what happened. We recorded a previous episode and it just got lost somewhere in the process. But as we were discussing in the beginning of this episode, that it had something from the universe to teach us, to give us an experience and learn something from that. What was that? We will also discuss that. But first of all, I want to appreciate your patience, your understanding, and your generosity again with your time and with your wisdom to sit down with us again and record this podcast, which I am entirely grateful for. So how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. And I'm happy to do this. I'm happy for the experience we had, even though it was painful, but that's what you have to do. If you want to be on the highest level, you have to be able to endure anything, and use it as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. I would have used it as a stumbling block if I would have hung on to it. It was painful, it hurt, it was something I believed I did, but I even went bigger now. I mean, I'm more happy. You got to get the hard experiences is where you get the best lessons.
I want you really to expand a little bit more on when the life throws challenges at you. How do you receive it and how do you process it when you are an awakened soul and you understand that you are in this world where you are, living this life every day, experiencing those challenges and extracting your personal lessons from those challenges?
This is a deep subject. It's a very deep subject. I don't think not many could go there, but there's a part of you that you have to relate to deep inside you. And you got to relate to that person, that being, that consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And this is how it is. It's like, if you win like $10 million, right? You still got to relate to that person inside you. If you lose, you're going to die tomorrow, a disaster happened. You still got to be that person inside. That thing doesn't change anywhere. That thing is solid, it's permanent. That's your foundation. You must have that foundation and find that person, that being, that I don't know, I can't even identify it, but I can identify it. I feel it. It's the one that it's solid. It's your foundation that you create. Now, you have to create it. That's the other thing. This is down the road. You're asking questions. This is down the road stuff. You got to start from square one. You got to have proof. You got to go beyond yourself. You have to do things you don't want to do, right? And just for the act of breaking a program, programs that were instilled in you when you were by well-meaning but uninformed advisors, your mother, your father, your friends, right? Well-meaning but uninformed. When you were growing, you were open. How does the world work? And it you say, oh, does it really? This is it? But that wasn't it. They didn't know. Well-meaning but uninformed. They didn't know, and they're trying to teach you, and now you build your life around this stuff that was implanted in you. And the thing you got to remember is you got to break that program. You got to break that stuff. You got to identify it. oh, I always did it this way, or I always thought this way. You got to break that. You got to, it's your life. It's your responsibility. Let's see. Pay the consequences, reap the rewards, as long as it comes from you. Gotta come from you, nobody else. Of course, you can't blame, oh, they told me this, they told me, as far as, no. It's nothing about them. Your life, and you will, you'll be happy, even if you, pay the consequences. Hey, but it came from me. It's a different feeling than, oh, you told me to do this. Yeah. And I did, and it turned out terrible. No, or reap the rewards as far as, look, oh, great, that happened. But it has to come from you.
And how do you connect with that foundation?
You connect it, start from square one. That's what you have to do. And I got to tell you, just like my book says, find your greater self through writing. That's where it all starts. This stuff, everything begins and never ends with writing. It's all about writing. You contact your greater part of you when you write. It's like, when you talk to yourself in your head, you see, that's okay. But it's like talking to yourself on paper, right? You talk to yourself on paper, but the difference is you can't expand inside your brain, in your head, but you can on paper. Yes, you can. A little bit down the road, just to say, as far as we receive ideas, inspiration, and thoughts, small ones, 2 sentences, a little, hey, that's a good idea. And what you do is you write it down during the day, wherever you are, say, wow, that was an idea. Hold up. I'm going to stop. I'm going to pull over in my car. I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing. Pay attention to the inner part of you. Write it down. And then once you and see, you don't have time to expand on, you're going about your day, I'm going here, you pulled over in your car. Write that down. And then when you get home, you get the quiet time, you write it again on the top of the page of a big pad. When you got quiet time, sit there and wait. And you'll see the rest of the story. You'll see, I see a whole paragraph. My friend did it. He did that thing. He said, I did what you told me. He goes, I wrote that thing. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I got a whole page in front of me and I'm crying. He's seen the rest of the story. That's the whole thing. You're more than you thought you are. You thought you were just, this is all I am. And some people, that one little thought, oh, now I got to go to dinner. Now I got to go get this or that. And and then it just blows away. You got to pay attention to the inner part of you, because these thoughts are always swirling around you. Information, ideas, and guidance are always swirling around you. And as far as you got to be able to take the invisible thoughts into the visible, from the invisible into the visible through writing. And it's more than journaling, it's enhanced journaling. And what you could learn from that writing, you could actually make yourself smart. No school or nothing is needed. I know this, I experienced it. You expand on every experience, extracting the gold, the important lessons of the experience, and discarding the dirt, discarding the drama, not important. Because you want to build your foundation. That's what's important. And nothing else is important. Nothing, not even your life. Because believe it or not, you're going to die one day. Your parents died, your grandparents, somebody died. And you see, the thing is, this physical is so important, because once you leave this physical reality permanently, you got to take some of these experiences with you, and you only could get it physically. It don't exist in the other worlds. That is why it needs you more than you need it. Now, this is a big statement. You know what we're talking about? It. We're talking about the main source, prime source, God. It needs you more than you need it. Why? Because it is so great, and there are so few that it could come into and expand. It needs the physical person to expand through. You've got to become a willing participant, willing to go through whatever it takes to have it come into you and expand. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get everything out of the way. Then the great intelligence comes in. I had it done. Everything I say, I got to have proof of. I had to do it. It was like this. It was like when I was starting to develop, it was like, hey man, this is getting weird. I'm getting all this intelligent information. I don't know where it's coming from, right? And as far as I'm there, it's getting a little, a little weird. But after a while, it's there. It's so smart. Come on in, come right in. And as far as this is what, come in and expand through me. I can't do it. I just can't. I don't have it. But I know what does have it. It's a greater part of you that has it. It really doesn't. It really exists. This person, I even seen this. This person was asking an AI thing, and they're saying that there's a part that with all this information, and it's an area that they could identify, and all the great masters went into that area and got this information and brought it into the physical. Now, just for your listeners to understand as far as what happened to me, as far as now, if we could look at the cover of this book, we could see it looks like a unicorn. It has a pointy head, a distinctive horse face, the body, tail, and a foot and a back. But the thing happened is when a pen exploded in my pants pocket in a washing machine and made that image. It's a unicorn with like an aura around it. Now, energy had to come and form this picture. It came there, we had some blob on my socks and on the other part of my pants. But when I looked at this, it blew my mind. I knew there was something. It isn't like maybe, possibly. It's like in your face, definitely. And an energy formed that picture. There is something greater, and it's not just, yeah, right. This is in your face that it formed. It formed, and it did when I was, unfolding and writing all the time after I got realized. I mean, could you believe that? Someone could honestly tell you I got realized, and I prove it every day to myself. Once you prove it to yourself, you don't need to prove it to anybody else because you know this. You do it every day, and you do call yourself on it. You're wondering how good you are. Put yourself to the test. I had a chair, an antique chair that I lost a screw in, and I took it off. I had to termite it, but I had to put it in a bag and take the chair apart. So I did it, and I termited it, put the chair back together, but I didn't tighten them up tight. So a year later, when I was going to sell the chair, I'm there. Oh no, I don't have that screw. Where's that screw? It's an antique chair. You can't find it. So I'm doing some work outside my place, and bricks on the ground. And I'm there like, wouldn't it be interesting if I found that screw? I'm like, come on. You're good, but how good do you really think you are? I don't know. So by the nighttime happened, I was digging in the ground, and I'm there, no, there's the screw. This is after a year. And, I put myself to the test. I go, you're good, but how good are you? And it showed me. And it's just like, you always put yourself to the test. You are your best critic. Oh, yeah. Because you got to be able to speak it and know it and have the experiences.
Yes.
Tough experiences. But the thing is, they help you. They help you affirm as far as who you are. They give you a little bit more that you could go down the road. I love it. I believe writing is the only way. Thoughts are like smoke. You can't grasp a thought. It doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen. You could do it. Music, some masters create these masterpieces of music. But, there were so few masters that were really good at it. By writing, you create a masterpiece every day. You write the thing and go, whoa, that's so good. That's so good. And then when you go back to it, you say, I did that? Like, whoa,
In the
you're
flow.
really happy. It keeps you, you found your new best friend. You found something that makes you new every day, new information. You're a living book. Tomorrow, I'm going to know something I didn't know today. And that's how I have to edit and re-edit my books. I edited my book like 8 times. And because I didn't see something that was right in front of my face. And that's how life is. Just things going on that are right in front of your face, but you still don't see them. After 8 times, you still don't see them. Crazy,
Because we
isn't
are
it?
constantly growing, and your story that you just told us reminds me of the saying, believing is seeing. You have to believe in order to see it. So it goes, against the very common saying where people say, like, I have to see it in order to believe it. But actually it is, when you believe it, you start to see it. And when you believe that your higher self is around you all the time, all that information is there, and it's waiting for you to open up, that's when you start seeing things that you are meant to see and you are meant to experience.
Definitely, definitely. And now my other book over here, as far as merging with your greater self workbook, oh my God. What I there's a whole theme to it. This is a one-piece book. This ain't chapters and all in for wisdom. There's a theme to it. And it came to me and told me, do this. And I'm like, you're right. You're right. It's obvious.
Yeah.
I didn't see it till it told me what to do. I bring you up slowly. I got to build your foundation before you could go for the workbook, before you could actually do the work, or you just can't take it. Your foundation got to be strong. You got to at least have the expansion, be able to expand, to accept things that you normally wouldn't. So I wrote like 365 two-line sentences, just wisdom and information to expand your mind wide, to stretch you, to thoughts that you never had before. But every word, sentence, paragraph, and chapter is designed to bring you up, to take you where you don't even know it's happening. And then all of a sudden it's like, how did this? Oh my God. You see, the only thing I expect somebody to have is the desire. That's all. After that, it's up to me. Because if I can't show you, that means I never done it. But I need somebody to have the desire. I could give you the answers to the test, but you still have to take it.
Exactly.
I could show you how to go up there, expand wide, expand deep, and to really become a channel for the information. Anybody could do it. But you got to pay attention to your life, get involved in your life through writing, and I show you exactly how it's done. I show you how to clean up your past. Oh, a lot of people have trauma in their life, and that holds you back. You don't want that. You want a good life. You want to be all you could be in this life. This is for the strong. This is for the strong, but the strong are the ones who are on the highest level, the strong people. That's what I do. And then I have to walk the talk. That hurt. I had to walk the talk, and that really hurt. But I had to because I couldn't look at myself in a mirror if I couldn't walk the talk. I mean, and feel the pain as far as what I believe I have to practice. No matter what, I must do it. Because, that's how you grow. That's how you grow. You got to feel the pain. You got to self-induced. Oh no, I can't do that. Why? Because this is how I feel. And I can't, I gotta live by the code that, my mission comes first over everything. Even the God we call money. It's got that most call money. They sell their soul for money. But as far as the other thing I was just going to mention, you can have anything in life. Everything will come to you. But you got to be connected connected. You must be connected. And then you don't chase it, it chases you when you show how connected you are. You do things that other people can't do, then you have what other people don't. And what I've seen as far as, it isn't about, let's see what I say. I seen this guy saying as far as the first million is hard. And as far as, but the second one, easy. It's not about how you, what you did to make it, as far as what you became to make it. See, what you became, you see, and then now people are following you. They're saying as far as, look what he did. And it isn't about the money. That got to come second. You could have anything in your life, but you got to connect first. And then everything adds to it. I think there's a Bible quote there, seek the kingdom of God and all things will be added onto it. But we're talking about the greater self. It's right, it's true. But we're talking about the greater self. And it's not anywhere out there. It's right inside you, and it wants to come out badly. It really wants to come out. Wants to come out.
Yes. Let it come out and take the first step to start journaling the thoughts that are coming to you on everyday basis in the moments when you least expect them. Start journaling and take it from there and expand, as Ric said, take the time at the end of the day and transfer those thoughts to a bigger notepad and expand on that and see where they connect with your life and the work that you are already doing. Live a conscious life. Do everything intentionally, paying attention, not running the program that you adopted in the beginning. All those experiences were there for a reason, but as we grow, we must get more intentional on living our lives and making the choices that we want to make in our life and connecting with your higher self. I love this message and I love this book, Ric, that you sent to me, and I appreciate that very much. And you won't believe I have this book in my living room, and every day, whenever I get even 5 minutes, I just go through it. And I love the stories that you have shared, because those stories help me resonate with my personal life and how things are happening in my life, and help me understand and see those from a different lens. Do you want to tell the story where you, visited different places and how you encountered people and you met people and what lesson you learned from them?
Okay, here we go. As far as now, you just go along with the program. I got realized on the way to the beach on Sunrise. It worked like this. It worked like, I said, well, that's right. Then I said, that's right. I'm driving all the time. That's right, that's right. Well, that's right then. That's right. And then boom, 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 and boom. It's like, oh my God. I see how everything's connected. And as far as, I had to pull over, crying, just from thoughts in my head. Crying. For what? Why are you crying? I'm crying for all the people who didn't have what I did. I felt so sorry for them. So sorry. And I said, I really didn't think I would continue living. And then the next thought that came to my mind was, I got to go find my people. So I said, I've been watching a movie, YouTube about Thailand. I said, I got to go to that place. I got to go to Thailand. So, excuse me. Then I said, I got to go find my people. I said, all right. Through a series of events, I wasn't going to go. I was saying, God. Anyway, through a series of events, I wasn't going to go. I told this person, it's the wrong time of year, too hot. But she screamed at me, go. And I'm there, well, I'm going. I mean, I can't have anybody yell at me in as far as, you little mouse, you're not going to do what you want to do. I'm there, I'm going no matter what. So she told me to go. And then when I went there, another series of events through several people, I wound up on an airplane going to a northern city in Thailand called Chiang Mai. And there, who sat next to me, first seat, first row, were the nephew of the Prime Minister of Thailand. And we got along really good. I mean, real good. It felt like a dream, just like a dream was happening, like I was supposed to be there. A little side note, his aunt and uncle were both the prime ministers of Thailand. One is called Thaksin, the other called Yingluck. My wife's birthday is the same day as Thaksin. And my wife's parents were both born on the same day as Yingluck. Those two were born on the same day, but so was Yingluck. I mean, the two prime ministers and my wife's family, my wife and her parents, this is a setup. This is an absolute setup. And then the experience I had with them was unbelievable. And I always said, the energy flows like crazy in Thailand. I couldn't become what I did anywhere else. I had to have these experiences. Not easy again all the time, but it made me. But to give to others, I must do for well, no, but who was doing it? Who's doing it? Everybody wants all these self-help gurus are saying, come back, and give me your money. I mean, and giving you air words. It sounds good at the time, but when you go to do it, it's like that. A couple weeks later, blows out of your head, and you want more, But not me. No. Learn what I could do. Learn how I see things. I want you to take what I have in your life and go use it how you do it. Just go. And if I can't teach you, I really don't want you around because you're going to drag me down. I want to give to you my best. I want to give to you my absolute highest self. What I could do you see, I don't do it for the person. I do it for the part of you that's in a part of me. I don't know people, but I do it for the heart, the center, the core. And that I got to prove. I prove it to myself, and I got to give to you the highest that I could possibly do.
That is the symbol of a true teacher. They don't want to, follow you everywhere that you go, or they don't want to spend money on you. They want to give you the tools and go use those tools and become that you are meant to be. I love your approach.
I have to. You see, the thing is, I have to. I have to. Why? It's my mission. I must do this. Who's ever ready, who got that nerve, who has that want, nobody's giving. You see, a lot of people have that want, but nobody could give them anything. They all leave you hanging. I haven't seen anybody who doesn't leave you hanging. I hate to say it. Everybody says some of these people are great. But God, leave me hanging. You don't tell me what to do exactly. Tell me exactly what to do. Sometimes people say, who do you think you are? I'm just like, I'm here to help you. I want to help. And as far as just take a look what I have here. I have a lot to offer. And I want to give it to the people who are ready. So when I leave this world finally, someday, I believe I would able to say, I gave you my best. Yes. I gave you my absolute best, mine absolute best for the masses. I want to give to them my absolute best. And I bring you up. I get rid of all the trauma in your life. I show you how that's done. I show you how to dissipate that energy so you recapture that small amount of that was still left in the experience that you had. Small amount of you is still there because where we're going, you're going to need every little bit, any little past trauma or any misunderstood experience. I want you got to have that. We're going to the top. We're talking total transformation. Real transformation. You ain't going to recognize yourself who you are. And if you knew now what you could become, you'd do anything, you'd give anything. I pushed all in on everything. Everything I ever made my health, my life. I pushed it all in. I was times when I thought I wouldn't wake up. I was okay with it. But you have to be willing to give up everything. Then you get everything. You can't be attached to anything. That's where the power is. When you're not attached, then you say, doesn't matter if it happens or not. That's where you could do miracles.
Exactly. And you have to take the responsibility. That's what I heard when you said the word ready. So wherever you are in your life, once you are ready, the teacher will show up. The resources will show up, and you have to be conscious enough and have that burning desire inside you to accept that and make it your own and forge your own journey from that point onward. We cannot be, as individuals, relying on someone else to handhold us throughout our journey and show us who we are supposed to become, because they are on their journey. We have to start and stay on our individual journey. We are individual beings, we are individual souls, and we have our own unique purpose. Other people who are our teachers, they can become our teachers, they can show us the path, but ultimately we are the one who has to do the work. That's why I understood.
Correct. But always remember this, I got to repeat this one thing because it's so important. Got to find that center inside you. That center, that no matter what happens, you'll always be who you are. Nothing could hurt you. Nothing could hurt you when you have that center. Death, nothing. Good, bad, nothing. As long as you retain that center, find your greater self. Work with it. It'll talk to you. It'll give to you. It'll do a heck of a lot more for you than you could do for you. It's so smart. It helps.
Rick, talk to me about the traumas that people have, and sometimes we hang on to those traumas so strongly that we can never see past or beyond those traumas. But my understanding is those traumas and challenges come into our life to open a different path for us, right? And how do we get over those traumas and get on our flourishing journey of self-discovery and connecting with our higher self?
Oh, yes. Now listen, everything, especially the hard ones in your life, they're guidance for you. They're gifts in disguise. Gifts to get you closer to the greater self. That's why you have these problems. It wants to get you closer. So you're going through this. Well, you didn't catch on that time. Well, you're going to get the same experience in a different form. Oh, that wasn't fun either. And but it's trying to get you to say, I'm going within. I'm finding that greater self inside me. It exists. That's what people have to understand. It exists. You know this. It exists. And there is no doubt that there's a greater self of you, a part of you, but your job is to find it. Now, for the trauma. We know it's difficult. We know it's bad. We know we all got hurt. Everybody got hurt. And to the person who didn't get hurt, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because you didn't get to experience the different parts of you. I feel sorry for you. And the worst thing to do is to grow up rich. Oh God. You don't become a person. You don't, all these little parts of you, you have to grow and expand and unfold. And if you have everything given to you, you never touch that person. You don't become whole. Now, all right. Now this is how to do it. It's got two ways. All right. Now I got in the book, the workbook. It's as far as you do the writing technique. Now you got to tear off the scabs of the wounds that didn't heal correctly. They didn't heal. You just rationalize. You built a wall around them. They happened. You know they happened. And if you think about them again, you're still going to feel the same way. Why? Because you gotta release them, relive and release. You gotta go back and with the writing again. That's the key. It's always the key. It's the writing is the key. Remember, that's how you contact the greater part of you. You write about the experience. Go back in time when somebody took your lunch money. And this time, You write objectively with non-judgmental, like you're writing about somebody else. And that's the key. You see, you at the time you experienced it, you were the victim. And you got that victim energy when you feel that, relive that experience. Now, we're going for objectively, non-judgmental, and you're just going to roll the tape. You're just going to relive the episode. This happened, yeah. Now, you're not the same person that was the victim of that experience. You are looking at it through different eyes. You're no longer through the victim eyes that felt the pain. You're a different person. And that's how and then you go and being that you love yourself, you're there. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, you loved who you became. And however long ago, that contributed to what you are today. But as far as, and that's where you release the energy. You get the gratitude. Thank you for the experience because you made me the person I am today. Now, I just don't leave you with that. Now, that's good. But we got the second phase of that called the lights off technique. Hit you on 2 levels. Now, the same experience that you had, you catch that when it gets dark. You relive it again, turn the lights down low. And as far as energy, never, even if the person's dead or it happened 50 years ago, it doesn't matter. You relive that experience, you talk, you bring it in. But again, you're talking this time. You're not writing, you're talking. Objectively, non-judgmental. You did this, and I felt this, and look, but it's like you're talking about another person. You're not relating to you deeply. You're talking about this happened, you did it, and as far as, but it's fine again. But you see, the one is the writing, the other is the talking. So you experience on another level. And I'm going to tell you, you'll get information that you didn't get in the writing, because energy never dies. You're going to contact with that energy. You called that energy back in and you talk to it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I mean, you got to be strong in this. We're talking transformation, and you're going to get rid of that stuff that's been holding you back all your life. Oh no, you faced that. You faced that. All these years, what it's been doing to you, and you built your life around it. You're going to release that energy. See, it's an attitude like, yeah, all right, okay, that happened, but I'm just going to face it. I'm going to face it. I faced it with writing, and now I'm going to face it with talking. But it's still, you're not getting mad, you're not screaming, yelling, objectively non-judgmental, no emotion. And then you just put it to rest. Now, when you see, when you go back, and if you ever think about that experience again, you're not going to be the victim. It's going to be dissipated somewhat. You can do it again if it needs to be. If it's real strong, go back and do this again. But I don't see you need more than two go-rounds with that, because you know what? You get tired of writing about it. You say, oh, that's enough. I understand. I understand. And now you're free. Now you're free. And you see, you're your own person. You're not, like parts of you was not scattered. Oh, this happened, that hurt, that hurt, that hurt. That's what you're made up of. You want this unlimited. You want to break programs for the heck of it. Break those programs. Do things you don't want to do. Take a cold shower. You don't want to do it. You know what? It's terrible. In a winter cold shower, are you nuts? If you got bad health, don't do it. But you say to yourself, if this is the only thing, I'm talking about only for 1 second. If this is the only thing I got to do to get on the high level, bring it on. I'm tired of this life. I want the best I could out of this life. I want the most. I want the best. I want all I could be. I want to be all I could be and get the most I could out of this life. That's important. So when you do that, you get a win. I did something I didn't want to do. I did it. And as far as, well, you say, well, maybe I could do something else I don't want to do. Now look what's happening now. You're growing. Maybe I'll do something. I did something I don't want to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, when I go to, I'm real hungry. I went out there, I'm starving and the food's there. Well, no, not yet. Why? I'm going to go and walk around the block or do something else and I'll get back to this. And he said, "Whew, you broke a program. The program is eat hungry. Don't put yourself through any trauma or anything like that. Always take the easy way out." No. You want to gain that power. You're listening to the thoughts inside yourself. You say, it says, take a culture. No, I don't want to do it. You sure? All right, I'll do it. And
Discipline.
then when you do it, you see?
So this is discipline.
Nobody knows about this. Nobody knows, oh, why you're going to jump to turn on that cold. What are you, nuts? Just for a second. Give me 1 second. Now, if I gave you $10 million to turn that cold water on, you would do it. You would definitely do it. Because this is all I got to do? And you're going to give me what? Same thing. But remember, you get that one win, maybe you'll do something else big in your life. And again, and again, and again, and you grow. You honestly could see yourself growing. And you did it yourself, you know? And you made yourself grow by connecting with a greater part of you, breaking programs, doing things you didn't want to do. It helps to go on the highest level. That's what you want, the highest. And as far as become the person you admire. I got to tell you other bad things too. Don't read any more books. After you know how to do it, you don't need anybody else's book. That's their experience. That's not yours. It came through their filters of what they found acceptable. They wrote it down. That's not yours. You know, you'll get it eventually. Eventually, you'll have things to write about throughout your day. And you say, boy, I could put that in my book, or I could put that in my writing. This is an interesting thing. Maybe I'm going to go beyond myself. Maybe I'm going to talk to a stranger. Oh, I don't want to talk to a stranger. Just do it. Just do it. Why? For the sake of it. Because now you're paying attention to your life. You're getting involved in your life. You're doing things you don't want to do and would never do. I mean, you know, you go for years, a long time. Oh, I don't want to talk to. Just do it. And you'll see it wasn't so bad as you thought.
Exactly. Break the patterns, break that program, and make it about living your life, experiencing your life, not just, being that information junkie that we have become these days, because the information is so cheap and it's coming at you from every single direction in abundance, and it's taking away your attention, it's taking away your precious time that you could have invested in, working on your life, your skills, and becoming more disciplined and developing the habits that will serve you in the long run, instead of you being that, just those two eyeballs staring at someone else's, information or work that they are throwing at you and making money out of you. And at the same time, they are brainwashing you into making you someone that will serve their benefit and not yours.
Beautiful. Beautifully put. That is exactly correct. See, you know what it is. It's getting involved in your life. That's the key. Your life, not anybody else's.
Yeah.
I know this person that read 140 self-help books, didn't do nothing to it. Nothing. She read all this information, all these big, famous people, all their information, couldn't do nothing. Why? It didn't come through her.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. That's
Exactly.
the key. It's your life. Your life, and you got to live it to the highest amount, the best, and you keep proving it to yourself. Writing daily, you prove it and over, outdoing yourself. Sometimes I would just say, that's good. You see, it's like, not for me, because it didn't come from me. It's like, that was good. I just throw the pen down and I say, whoa. And as far as I don't know where it came from, but I like that. I really like that. And you will have the first thing. Now, you got to find your greater self. Then you merge with it. Merge with that greater self. And that's what it's all about. and uh, and it never ends, and the experiences get deeper and bigger, but sooner or later you're going to find it's all the same. Oh my. No matter how big the experience is, the hurt, the pain, the trauma, it's to connect. It's just to connect, and everything will be okay no matter what. It'll be okay. Hold strong to that, and nothing matters.
Exactly. And you continue doing your everyday stuff. That doesn't mean you disconnect from your life. You don't give up on your job, you don't give up on your family, friends. You live a normal life, and at the same time, you are connected with your higher self. That is what's called holistic life, holistic living, where you grow as a person, as a spiritual person, and at the same time, this physical being in this world. That's how you learn the lessons, that's how you face the challenges and grow from those challenges. And today, Ric, I cannot thank you enough for this conversation and the wisdom that you shared with us. Yes.
One more. You see, when you do this, you're recognized inwardly as a receptor and outwardly as a leader.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You complete the cycle. You're a receiver, and then you are the giver. It completes the cycle.
You show what you've done. You show it to other people. This is how I became. And then they say, wow. And that's it. The leadership. This is all about leadership. At
Absolutely.
First, you lead yourself.
Yes.
Then you lead others.
Yes. You become the leader, and then you lead everyone around you who needs you, right? That's exactly what you are doing, my friend. And thank you so much. Now, before I let you go, can you please tell our viewers where can they connect with you and where they can buy the books that you have written for us?
Oh, yes. It's easy. Now, it's very easy. GreaterSelfBooks.com. GreaterSelf books.com.
Thank you very much once again, Ric, for spending this time with us and sharing your wisdom, the heartfelt lessons, and your journey with all of us. I appreciate you very, very much for that. And turning to you, viewers, thank you so much for staying with us for this episode and this entire conversation. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. And if you already haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Bloom with Ansa, do subscribe it. And I will see you in the next episode. I want to leave you in peace and with my motto, chase your dreams and live with passion. Thank you.